I'm Mrs. McDonald, and I'm out here day 5 checking on my seed sheet garden. A little worried. We have had horrible amounts of rain, and we actually covered it a couple times with this, plastic lightweight tablecloths, which the first rainstorm we saved it from. The second one I'm really not sure, and we may end up having a review of how good is their customer service, because I may have to call them and say, is there a way to get, a few packets to put in the ones that got washed away? But I guess I shouldn't jump to conclusions and say it's going to be that way, but I will be shocked if we didn't lose at least part of this, because my husband came out and covered it yesterday before we got this big storm. Wow, this one looks pretty good, and look, I even see little baby plants. Oh, this one's looking good. I think, oh look, beans. Okay, this one is looking good, but I'm kind of glancing over there and I'm thinking it might not be quite as good. Anyhow, we move. I might have to contact customer service and ask, is there a way to get some replacement pods for flooding situations? I mean, actually, we don't really live in a town, but the town that our address is got so much water that they canceled school today, and just a lot of roads were washed out. And even around where I live, our yard was soaked. There were areas that were flooded. Our garden was drenched. My husband had run out and covered mine. I was so thankful because I was babysitting, and I was like, oh, it's gone. It's got to be gone. And let's see. Here it looks like some of these are okay. This might be okay. This one looks disappeared over here. I'm gonna walk over here. And part of this, I think one thing I learned, oh look, there's a little coming up over here. So these two might be okay. This, I'm not sure what it's supposed to look like. So I'm gonna wait a few days, and I'm gonna see if anything comes up, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to figure out on my sheet what it was. And it's looking a little iffy here too. Although these two I might see some signs of. This one I see a sign of life. Plus there's the little weeds already, but I don't want to pull any weeds. These are coming up, but they're not even covered, and I'm not sure if I should put some light dirt over them. I think maybe I should. Oh, so it's looking pretty okay compared to what I was expecting. I did learn something. I think that whenever I prepared the soil for the one that's on the ground, I should have made it even more smooth than I did, and I should have pressed this down more, because I think that my seeds kind of whenever they got wet, they went down, and it really should have been more even. So live and learn. So that's good for you to know, huh? Make sure it's nice and flat. And I thought I had it nice and flat, but it needs to be even more nice and flat than I think it's nice and flat. It needs to, yes, be nice and flat. But here, you can see my husband did plant his tomato plants and stuff, and here are his peppers, and here are the weeds. So our garden's coming along, and so far I really like this. Seed sheet. I just hope that if I have to call customer service that they are helpful. But yeah, here's my husband's part of the garden, and then my son planted this, and here are some things coming up for my son. Lots of weeds too, and my strawberries broke out. Oh, look at all the weeds that started to come up just from this big rain. So I'm gonna have a little bit of weeding to do, but thankfully I'm not gonna have to do a lot of weeding with my seed sheet. I think I'm gonna really love that. Oh, it is so wet, so wet down here. Oh, it's like walking in a swamp. Anyhow, looks pretty good. I think that I'm gonna like it. Talk to you later. Bye.